If you have a goal to create a large company, you should work all day long. If there is no such goal, you should work as well. When my brother and I founded our first company, instead of renting an apartment, we rented a small office, in which we worked and lived. We slept on office sofa and washed at the gas station. We had only one computer that worked around the clock, 7 days a week. My girlfriend also had to sleep in the office to see me at least occasionally. We worked incessantly, the only way to achieve a high goal. According to elementary arithmetic, if your competitors work 50 hours and you work 100, then you can do twice as much in a year. The success of the company largely depends on your ability to correct mistakes, and not on perfect work without mistakes. If you look at the difference between a successful startup and one who failed, then you can see that mistakes were in the way of both. But the creators of one startup found and quickly corrected their mistakes. And the creators of two turned a blind eye to mistakes and refused to admit them. Your attitude towards mistakes has greatly added to your popularity. Everyone quotes your words and says that if you do not fail, then you are not acting in a revolutionary way. This does not mean that I am a fan of failures, but if you are doing something that is likely to lead you to success, then you are doing obvious things. In our companies, we focus on the main thing. Many companies buy expensive equipment that does not improve the quality of their products in any way. For example, we did not spend dollars on advertising. We invested in research, development, production, and design to make our cars perfect. And it has borne fruit. I think this is the optimal approach to production. You must tirelessly take care of your customers and improve the quality of products. Then success awaits you, especially if you manage to make sure that customers want your success no less than you do. If customers are not just satisfied with the products but love you, then your chances of success increases dramatically. There is also no need to blindly follow trends. You may have heard, I have already said, that it is best to approach the issue from the point of view of physics and basic principles. Instead of building a theory by analogy, break it down to the most fundamental values and build a theory based on them. This is a good way to see if it really makes sense or if it's just what everyone else is doing. It is difficult to think this way, and not everyone succeeds in reasoning this way. It takes a lot of effort, but if you trying to do something new, then it's the best to think that way. This approach was developed by physicists to solve problems contrary to common sense. I can say that if you devote a lot of time to something that will be of great benefit to others, what you do not doubt for a second and delve into all the details in the most meticulous way, then you will undoubtedly achieve your goal. The key to success is to wishful thinking, not really wishful thinking. Real entrepreneurs should clearly see the difference between the desire to make the world a better place and the blind pursuit of a dream, which will never become a reality. This is not as easy as it may seem at first glance and requires the utmost honesty with yourself. It is important to always remember this. Your introspection should be rigorous and scrupulous. You should also constantly think about how to attract the right people to your business, because any company is a community of people who work together to create a product or service. The talent, efforts, and dedication of the people you work with directly affect the success of the entire company. So take it very seriously to attract worthwhile and talented people to your team. And whatever you do, you have to make sure that your product or service is just great. There is simply no other way now. Whatever niche you enter, your competitors can easily grind you to powder. So, your product or service should surpass everything already available on the market. If you are only slightly different from competitors, think about consumers. Will they want to say goodbye to their favorite brand and switch to your product because of this small difference? Nowadays you have to be 100 times cooler than the rest. That's when you can really succeed. Elon, many people get the impression that you are absolutely not afraid of anything. Many people call you crazy, and it seems to me that it doesn't bother you at all. Where do you get the strength to achieve your goal despite all the skepticism of others? In fact, I, like all ordinary people, feel fear and quite strong. You know, when you believe in something very, very strongly and are ready to do anything to achieve your goal, then all fears and doubts go into the background. People usually think that if something causes them fear, then they shouldn't study. Fear is a natural feeling, put up with it and don't focus too much attention on it. And if you are not afraid of anything, then you are not all right with your psyche. In order to reduce the level of fear, you just need to accept defeat in advance. When I founded SpaceX, I thought our chances of success were less than 10%. I just accepted the fact that I would lose all the money. I thought if we just do it, we can at least start a new beginning. And after our failure, another company will take over the baton from us and bring the things started to the end. In the same way I thought when I created Tesla. Car companies of this kind have negligible chances of success, so I accepted defeat in advance and just did my job. It is also very important to really love what you do, even if you are the best of the best in your field, but a new project does not bring you any pleasure, you are doomed to defeat. If you really love your job, you constantly think about it even when you are not at work. Living what you love, you have 100 times more chances of success than those people who do something just for the sake of money. I'll tell you more. If you don't like your job, you just won't succeed, so do what you really love. I am motivated by a better future. Thinking about the future, I want to experience joy, and I will do everything in my power to make the future as good as possible. We all need what is going to happen to inspire us to new achievements so that we are looking forward to tomorrow. This is my motivation, every attempt to make the future better. When Henry Ford made cheap and reliable cars, people said, well, what's wrong with a horse? It was a huge risk he took and it worked. It's not scary to make mistakes. The main thing is to make mistakes in something new every time.